Good day, everybody. September 30th. I guess the reason we call what we do adaptive grazing is because of this. This is my north quarter on my flat. It's north of my creek quarter. And this is wild. I came down here expecting that, well, we'll blast through it and go back. I have clover, and this is first year clover because it came after the rains since July. As high as the cow's belly, if not in places higher. There's lots of places it's the height of my quad fenders. So we have to utilize this. I mean, there's I don't know how to explain it. When you're handed a bounty like this, you got to figure out how to use it. So if I was just to turn the cows straight in here, I know I'd have a wreck with bloat. And I've got grass around the outside. There's probably about, I want to say 60, 65 acres of grass on this quarter. And the rest was farmland that I'm trying to get back to production, and I'd say I got it back into production in some places. The flooded out where the water laid, like this quarter always floods. So where the water laid, this isn't here. Like over here, it dwindles out where the flood spots are. So I'll just use what I can. But with that said, this is pretty darn good feed, going into pretty darn good feed for October 1st, which is tomorrow. And so I've been stripping it off, giving them so much, and then they have to go out on the grass and fill up. But what I'm going to do today is I'm going to give them 2 strips. I was only giving them 1 strip before. They've been down here for 3 days. Here's my limpy steer. He's fine. He'll quit limping on November 25th. But yeah, this is an unbelievable bounty. I didn't expect this. I hadn't been down here since the rains because I didn't want to come in and muck it up. I've still got, over in the far northeast corner, I've still got water laying. And it lays, it's a very low land. I used to farm this. And it was high risk. And pretty much all risk when I was trying to farm it. So this is what we're leaving. And I'm not back fencing this. So the cows can always, if they get a little bit more munchy from the narrow strip that I give them, they can always come back and pick through some of this. Or they can go out and fill up on grass. Yeah, we've got 150 head cows and calves and yearlings down here. And we're going to be here for a while. I'm guesstimating there's probably about 50, 60, possibly more acres of this clover. And we're taking it down in, 40-foot swaths, 25, 30-foot swaths. Because I don't want them to get too much right off the bat, right? Like they have to acclimatize to this clover. And I'd say they're doing real well. Boy, they come to meet me when they hear the quad because they know I'm moving the fence. Alrighty. Thought I'd show you what we're doing. We moved. There's still grass in the creek quarter. We by far didn't even get close to touching that. But when I came down here and seen this, I thought, man, I gotta do something this before we get into frost. I may come in and swath some too. I don't know. I don't want to. I'd rather not. It's if I think if I get a frost, I'm just going to take what I can and move out and go back to the creek quarter because there's no clover in it and not much alfalfa. Don't have to worry as much about nitrates there, right? But this is totally awesome. I mean, okay, look at we're on the left side of these cattle, and I just turned them in here, and they're not by any means empty, which is a safe bet when you're hedging your bets by turning them in here full. So I'm sure they were out grazing in the grass and whatnot over on the 7 acres, I think, over there that I have fenced out for them to go into the grass to be able to balance themselves. So they're like, look at these guys. They're not, there's no indentations of being hungry. They're full, and they come in here and they top up again. So I'm going to give them 2 of these stretches today. They're going to go back and forth on this. They're going to clean it up, and then they're going to look at me, and they're going to cry, and they're going to whine. And they're going to win a little bit today. They're going to get another stretch because I want to get them more onto this clover. But boys and girls, what kind of gain do you think we're pulling off with this stuff on a daily gain basis? This is, these calves are going to grow. These cows are going to fatten. This is unbelievable feed for this time of year. So I'm going to call this grazing clover in the fall, this video. And see, they go up, they turn around, they come back, their heads are down, they're looking for the next spot they're going to. And when it's all said and done, it'll look like this. Still the odd leaf here and there. They can go back and get it if they want. I'm not stopping them. That cow right there is actually on the side that was grazing, coming out. They go snooping around. Like now they're out in the previously grazed stuff, so they're not done out here yet either. So I don't think I'm doing a bad thing by going about 30, 40 feet wide on the openings right now. Time will come, I can open it up a little bit more once they're more used to it. They've only been here for 3 days, and I don't want to kill any cattle. So we're doing it real carefully. We're doing it very carefully so that they can't go in and gorge and hurt themselves. Okay, gonna sign off for now. We'll talk to you later. Like, subscribe, share, comment, and I hope you enjoyed it. Talk to you later. So I guess we'll add this to the first part of the video for September 30th. I opened up a new area of grass for them to equal themselves off with the clover. Those guys are still over in the clover. I've given them their 2 stripes. I got the next 50, 60 feet cordoned off for tomorrow because I've got an appointment to go to, so I'll blast out here in the morning and I will move the line, and they should be good for the day between the 2 areas. So about 4 or 5 acres I cordoned off here, maybe 6. It's mostly like this, pretty damn good grass. Between this and the clover, these cattle are going to do some serious gaining. And right now, with no real cold weather coming in, I think I'm going to let it roll and see how far we get into it before I get the swather out to do anything, because I sure would prefer not to swath it. I don't have to swath the grass, just the clover and the alfalfa. But, okay, well, anyway, just a little top up on the original part of the video. They seem pretty darn content. And I like the idea that they can go out and regulate themselves and go back and eat some more of that clover. I'm not doing a back fence. They can pick through it as they go, and they do. They every time they go through it, they seem to pick a little more. It's okay. It's kind of neat. It's a good problem to have. Talk to you later. Have a great one.